Hey. How are you doing today? I'm here for you. Hey. Oh. All right, here I am. I'm fully with you right now. Hey, Jabri, I'm doing amazing. I was just out in the sun. I didn't want to come in. I wanted to stay out there. I was in the middle of so many things. Oh my gosh. It is such a beautiful day today, isn't it? I'll go out there again after class. But yeah, I started writing a rap song and I had to finish it, of course, before I started class because it's kind of like, stopping a birth halfway. Why would you do that, right? Everything has to stop for creativity. So, excuse me. And guess what it's called? For your own good. For your own good. Do it because I said you should. I'm so excited about this. It's insane. Okay. Anyway, let's focus on class right now. For your own good. And I'll tell you a little bit about what that means for you as well in my meditation today, and how that could, that could be blocking up your energy, that shaming experience of doing something for your own good, which sometimes it is, but sometimes it literally causes a blockage between your heart and your brain, which is a lot of like that next step that a lot of us are working through. So let's pay attention to our breath and our heartbeats. And oh, Jebby, you're so sweet. I'll put my PO box in the comments so you could send me that. That is so nice of you. Yeah, let's pay attention to our breath and our heartbeats and really connect with what is going on in our environment today, what feels inspiring and freeing, and what might feel like we're just doing it because our mind says it's for our own good, even if our heart is saying, no, let me out, let me do what's really for your good. Let me go walk in the sunshine, let me feel free. It's a balance when we're adulting and we have to make money and be at work when every cell in our body wants to be on the beach or traveling the world. So it's important to not lock that voice in a box and still pay attention to it and say, you're right. That would feel really good, and we'll do something that feels good for you today. So yeah, here we go. Breathe. What is your heart telling you? What is your heartbeat telling you? So many of us are stressed out right now, knowing in our minds that we need money, but feeling in our hearts that we can survive with our community and our love economy. So just, take this space to be your love economy right now. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about eating right now. Feel the chi, feel the energy, feel the radiating sunshine like energy trickling into your being and saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm this nurturing energy that is above and beyond any material thing. The energy that gives you life, that gives you a chance to even create material things. And that also gives you the chance to expand your consciousness. Notice how your energy feels in every cell of your body. Create that space for yourself right here, right now, to be with your complete and whole self. Ask all those parts of you that ran away from you to come back. Remember who you are. Put the members together of your whole family, of you. Call back all the parts of you, your innocence, your artist self, every part of you that might have been edited out of your human existence in different situations and forgot to be invited back in. Invite every part of you here. This is for all of you, not just a part of you that's paying attention and being a good student. All of you is invited here. Take that moment. Invite any energy that helps you feel more comfortable and more whole right here, right now. Notice how your toes feel. Do they feel stuck? Are they wiggling with glee? Are your fingers rigid? Are they nice and relaxed and ready to flow with class? Are your shoulders stuck up in a tense pose of, what do I do now, fight or flight? Or are they nice and ready to receive? Are they opening up your heart? Do you feel emotions stuck in any part of your body? We're going to be doing some grief work today. Do you need to express something? Feel that energy evening out through every cell of your body, like a sheet that's drying in the wind and ironing out all the wrinkles. And settle into yourself. What do you need? What do you need? Not what does everyone else need right now. Not what does Scribbles need. I need broccoli. I know, we need to go get broccoli for you. But what do you need? And share your intention if you'd like, and I'll share it out loud. Or you can say it out loud to yourself right now. My name is so-and-so, and my intention is this for the next hour and so much of class today. What do you need today? And we'll cater class just for you. This is our Wednesday class, where it's really a hodgepodge of different Qi Gong exercises. Monday, we really like to focus on the Wu Qi Gong. Wednesdays, we sometimes do Wu Ji as well. However, it's more of a hodgepodge of what else can we do for our bodies today? What else can we learn? So whenever you're ready, share your intention for class today. Is there something bothering you emotionally, physically, mentally, energetically? And just stating that intention will help you focus on class. When you're confused about what to think about and your mind start to wander, you can start to bring back your intention. Wait, I would like to focus my energy on this area in my body. I really want to be with that part of you, body, because I've been not being with you for some reason. And now I'm choosing to be with you and pay attention to you and hold your hand and not judge you and not be angry at you. Sometimes we get angry at our own symptoms when they're just there to say, hey, pay attention to me. I need you. So be that one that yourself needs for yourself. Take the time, relax, pay attention. What are your intentions today? Hello, Willow. You can email me as well. Facebook me your intention, whatever you need. As you think about your intentions, I'm going to check my messages and check for the intentions. Just get in touch with what you want to focus on in class. Set your own intention. Okay. Somebody wants to focus on the healing from grief. There is a shoulder injury as well that we are going to send energy to. Jabri says his intention is to be here with you today, and he's excited about Christmas, and he wants to focus on his heart and his feet. My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for you today and to lead you in exercises that can get you in touch with what is truly good for you and not just what people say is good for you. Maybe it's both. And for myself as well, the same thing. There is a rib injury out there that needs some attention. And remember, those of you who have serious injuries right now and serious pains, every exercise that we do today is a guide. If it's hurting you, don't do it that same way. Adjust and edit the movement so that you can feel the energy in a healing, beautiful, and almost joyous way instead of like you're forcing yourself to endure some kind of a pain. If you have a back injury and you need to lie down and just listen to the class and imagine yourself doing it, you are still giving yourself that attention that you need. You are not failing. You are not doing a bad job. If you have to sit during some of the standing movements because of any hip issues, you are still doing it. You are still here. You are still present. You are still giving yourself that gift of Qi Gong. So do not feel bad if you have to edit some of the movements. It's actually, be proud of yourself for that, okay? So we're gonna get started here. We're gonna breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in your way. We're going to start with this exercise, doing the second chakra mudra, which is your creative energy. It also coincides with your sexual organs. Obviously, your sexual organs can create something, a baby, but also it creates energy. So we're going to link our thumbs, every finger together, like we're just, clasping our hands together. But for women, we start with the left thumb on top. It's a yin-yang thing. And for men, we start with the right thumb on top. And as we do this mudra, really connect with your power of creation. Now, one of the things that's really important, just focus on your breath. Focus on your breath and let my words just dance around you. One of the things about creation that is necessary for us to do is use our imaginations. Sometimes our imaginations can get to the best of us as we imagine scary things and whatnot, if we get paranoid about things. But really be aware that your ability to imagine the life that you want, imagine that part of your body feeling better right now, is very powerful. Now, as you're doing this mudra, just focus on just being aware. Are you tense in any part of your body? Do you need to relax those ankles? Do you need to sink into this energy a little bit more? I'll tell you a story, which some of you might know, about the scientific study of a worm going into a cocoon and becoming a butterfly. Those wings were not in the cocoon. That worm did not have DNA blueprints for wings. So they came up with a term for that. They're called imaginal cells. So that analogy of us coming out of our cocoon and spreading our wings is so palpable to the truth that what we imagine can become a reality. Get in touch with that as you do this creativity mudra. In some ways in our culture, we're programmed to focus on our sickness instead of what it feels like to not be sick. And all that attention takes up our imagination and creates sometimes more of a sickness. It's good to pay attention, obviously, to your symptoms, but not necessarily to define yourself with them. Define yourself right now with what you imagine your life to be in perfect harmony. Allow your symptoms to be ways to get there, clues on how to adjust your reality so that you can have everything you imagine and dream of for your highest good. Take a moment and imagine your body in perfect health. Feel your creative power to do this through the foods you eat, through the exercises you do, through the thoughts that you have, through the actions you take. Feel that joy trickle in as you imagine that perfect health. What does your body do? What does your body feel when you have all that health emanating and radiating from you? What can you do that you might not be able to do right now? Embody that. I do have full chakra cleanses available on my channel where we do a mudra for each of our chakras, each of our centers. It's a nice quick cleanse. Kind of like the Qi Gong. It's a nice quick tool you can pick up and do for 15 minutes a day. You can do the chakra cleanse every day. I'm choosing 3 of the 7, 8, sometimes 8 chakras today. So we're going to just do 2 more of these. We're going to go up to the heart, bringing the index finger down to the bottom of the thumb, connect the middle and the ring. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. I said doo-doo. This is your heart chakra mudra. That is one of our intentions today, so it's a good choice. Bring your awareness to that green energy, that sprouting energy in your heart. Good with that green heart, Willow. You are so intuitive. That is the color of the heart chakra. I know we think of it as red. But in this philosophy, red is the root chakra. The first chakra that we did today, the second chakra, is orange. And now we're bringing that green energy into our body. And a lot of things are good for the heart that are green. Eating your greens, looking at the trees, walking in nature. We know money makes us happy and it's green. That's okay too. It's okay to love abundance, to feel your worth, and to receive money. A lot of us who might not have a lot of money might literally have mental blocks to feeling our worthiness and being worth money. Green energy. Feel that surrounding you, hugging you. And notice where you feel tension. You might feel tension in your shoulders here, in the back of your heart, which are like things from your past that you're working through, that you're feeling through, that are painful to you. Just feel the energy. Feel all the helpful little parts of you gathering at your heart, dancing around your heart, saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. Singing to you, sending you energy, hugging you. Giving you a big thumbs up. Saying, keep going, you could do it. You got this. Saying, I love you too. Saying, I'm proud of you. Saying, I got you. Rubbing you on the back. Saying, take a break. You're working so hard. Rest for a while. It's okay. You don't have to be anything for anyone. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You can just be. You can just rest. You can just eat. You can just enjoy. You can just relax. Heart energy. So beautiful. So beautiful to blossom our heart energy. So many of us are stuck in that root chakra, just trying to survive. Stuck in the roots. And that heart wants to blossom so badly and show the pretty flowers. Let yourself flower and blossom. It's scary because it doesn't last very long sometimes. It's like flower and then gone. That's okay. We can flower every day anew with new beautiful flowers. It's okay. Don't be scared of losing them. Just enjoy them while they're there. Acknowledge them. Say thank you. So the third chakra that I'm choosing today is our throat. Thumb up, left thumb up, wrap the right hand around it, right thumb up, relax the fingers, and we're going to connect the right thumb to the left middle finger. This is a tricky one. I'm going to go over it again. If you've got it, just relax into it. You don't have to do it again. I'm going to go over it slowly for all of you that need. Left thumb up. Wrap your right hand around it. Right thumb is up. Relax the fingers. Notice I'm bringing it between these two knuckles over here, like your first and second. And then the thumb is connecting right there to the middle finger. See that? And all the fingers are coming together. Hold that for a minute. See that? See my bicep? Just kidding. All right. So now we are connecting the thumb to the middle finger. You can create a little flame in that spark there. All right. If this is cramping your fingers, you can release it. Some of you, I know, have arthritis. We haven't done the arthritis mudra in a while. We'll end class with that. That's an amazing anti-inflammation mudra. Oh my gosh. Please remind me if I forget. Okay, so here we are. We're doing the throat chakra mudra. There's a special Turkish exercise I learned in Burning Man one year from an amazing vocalist to clear any gunk that's in our throat chakra. I think it's a complicated thing being human, and it's very rare for anyone's throat chakra to be completely open. Unless you're just howling all the time and making animal sounds all the time, which some people do. We're going to take a deep breath, slightly constrict the vocal cords, and just let out a gurgle. That's an energy cleansing, so emotions might come up. You might feel the urge to scream or grunt or whatever when you're doing that. You're opening up the passageway. You can even walk like that. We're going to do that 2 more times. I mean, talk like that and walk. It's a double whammy because you're actually accessing that heart energy as well. And let's do some more vocal exercises for our throat. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do this one. Relaxing the face. Open your face wide and close. It's like a facelift. So this is not only good for your neck muscles, it's also good for the lymph nodes that are right here. So when we feel our feelings like that grunting and stuff, you're actually cleansing your lymph nodes. It's really good to prevent colds. You're bringing energy through that cold, damp energy, which is really good for a moldy house and a stuck body. If you feel like you can't use your voice in certain situations, like if someone's talking over you, you can just start doing that and see how they react. All right. Before we stand up, open up your right hand into a V, bring it around your left ear, slide down. We're going to clean those lymph nodes out. Good daily practice. It doesn't take much time at all. You can do it while you're watching TV or stuck in traffic. And then rub that shoulder down there. 2 more times. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video. I see you. I see you throwing me the love. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Of course, I've already done this today, but hey, oh my God. It's so good to keep doing it all day long. It's like a cup of coffee. Takes you to another dimension of blood flow. Beautiful people. Proud of you. Speaking of coffee. Okay. We are standing up. Don't worry, we'll sit back down in an hour or so. Okay, less than an hour. We are going to start with a part of the Qi Gong form today because the theme is to actually break some rigidities that might be in your life. And this movement is to help be more flexible. We're bringing our feet shoulder width apart. And we're slowly rocking back and forth. Let's just focus on our feet right now. So you're bringing all the weight to your right foot. Your left foot's still on the ground. Don't lift it up. And then all the weight to the left. Be like the ocean. Flow. Now the arms can do whatever you want. They're like the willow tree flowing. Just feel your feet, like the energy, like a tree, really coming down through your little roots, your little toes, your heel, and feel all that activity in your legs. All that activity, all the buoyancy, all that flexibility of, do I take this in or do I not take this in? Do I let it just pass over me, or do I absorb it and get upset? Do I not move with what's changing around me? Do I not adjust myself? Do I stay rigid in place even when there's a knock on my door saying, I have a present for you? There was another study recently where trees were noticeably directing oxygen and carbon dioxide flow and nutrients into their bodies. It's not just a stagnant thing, there was a consciousness there of helping all the trees getting what they need, a network. And you are like that tree. You are on some level semi-permeable membranes in every one of your cells. Obviously, you are choosing what comes in and out. And if you say, no, you can't come in, then that leaves room for other things to come in. It's okay to be late sometimes. I appreciate your flexibility with my lateness today. I was flowing with the consciousness. And it's not something to panic over. We can adjust our schedules by little increments depending on what the universe gives to us. We're all being extremely flexible with the state of affairs in the world right now. Recognize that. Recognize your achievement of flexibility right now, of changing your job. A lot of us, I don't have a job at the YMCA anymore. And I flexed into teaching online. I went with that flow, which I've never done before. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm allowing new blossoms. How are you allowing new blossoms? How has the flexibility that you've embraced during these times created new energies for you? Or are you just standing there in resistance saying, it's going to be back the way it was. I'm not going to change things. So flexibility is key to imagination. Flexibility is key to creating a different life for yourself. You got to be flexible to let things go. Eat different things. Be in new environments. Trust that you'll still be taken care of. If you ever feel like you can't be flexible, you can do this Qi Gong pose and physically embody that flexibility. As you go from side to side, feel the weight shifting back and forth. Embody that flexibility. Embody that not needing to be right for everyone. Maybe just a few people. Maybe just you and your closest friends doing what is right together. Can't please everyone. All right, let's do the crane for our hearts. You can do one arm if you've got a shoulder injury on one hand. Remember that. So we're going to spread our wings and then cross the wrists. When we spread our wings, we're going to lift our heel or our whole knee, depending on your comfort level. Come down and your heart. So this is also healing for the rib area. Anything heart and lung stuff is for the rib area. So after this, we'll do a couple of exercises for the lungs area, which also helps us to embody and release our grief. See, when we don't feel our feelings, which a lot of us feel like we have to not feel our feelings to survive in certain situations, like lines at the post office. When we don't feel our feelings, then we might not only feel repressed, but we also might feel shock. Shock actually can stop us from feeling any feelings. So when we feel our feelings, we are breaking through that shock energy. That shock feeling is just like the worst. It's really hard to release because you don't realize you're feeling it. It's not like sadness, although it sometimes feels like sadness or depression when you're in shock. You like don't want to do anything. And I think Qi Gong is so healing for shock. I think that's one reason why after class, you're just like, whoa, I feel like me again. Because some of that shock energy from the overstimulation and the shutting down is like that static cling has just loosened up so that you can feel more comfortable in your own skin. Are you holding tension in your face? Relax your lips, allow yourself to smile a little bit. Enjoy this. I used to be way more type A. And then I had a friend in my life who was late for everything. And I'm not talking about 5 minutes late. I'm talking about like hours, which was a red flag. And I shouldn't have let the friendship last as long as it was. However, it shook me up in some positive ways, like a lot of our love lessons do. And so I had set aside time to do this, to do that, and then to spend time with him. And then he didn't show up for hours. And I literally had to be zen. Like in that waiting time, like there's this shift that happens from when are they going to get here? And just focusing on that instead of I'm just going to be in the moment and do nothing. And it was one of the first times in my life I was okay with doing nothing. And then from that nothing came things that I was doing that weren't on my to-do list that I didn't even realize would really benefit me from doing because I didn't have it on my plan. So in those times I would like do little things that in my mind didn't have to be scheduled like that just took a few minutes that I just didn't take the time to do otherwise. Sometimes like sitting outside, because we were sharing a car. So I sometimes was in random places waiting for someone. So I couldn't really do anything. I wasn't prepared. Yes, it's horrible. But in that horrible moment, I found peace in discovering more of who I was and what that Zen was like for me. Which is really hard to find these days if you're addicted to your cell phone. Because you always have a to-do list on your cell phone. But if you get rid of your cell phone and don't have it all on all the time, even if you want to have it with you for emergencies, and you really retrain yourself to see, oh, in these moments of nothingness, I can do nothing. And out of doing nothing, I can do more things for myself, more nurturing things that aren't in my mind, but in my heart. I hope some of that made sense to you. So we're going to switch now. We're going to bring the wrists together when we bring the knee up and bring the wings out when we bring the foot down. So it's just a little bit of a switch in direction of your energies. It gives you a little bit of a different energetic cleanse, energetic sweeping, dusting away of the cobwebs, the other cobwebs in the other direction, opening up your heart energy. This is not only for your heart. In Chinese medicine, all of our organs have partners. None of them are alone. And the partners are yin and yang. So this is for the heart and its partner. Does anyone know what the heart's partner is? Who the heart partner is? I'll give you a clue. The heart is the yin part of the couple. Yin energy is denser. Yang energy is more hollow, more connected with the outside world, more going through with outside forces. Outside forces are going through it. So what is the partner to the heart? Does anybody know? It's the small intestine. So we are also working with the small intestine every time we're working with our heart. It's not as obvious a couple as the bladder and the kidneys. We can conceive how those work together as a power couple. It's not as obvious a couple as the liver and the gallbladder. They're another yin-yang pair. It's obvious how those work together. It's not as obvious a couple as the stomach and the spleen, which we know are both involved in digestion. But if you think about it, the small intestine and the heart both are responsible for absorbing, choosing what is absorbed into the body. With the heart, it's love. What love do we receive and what love do we reject? In the small intestine, it's the nutrients. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing the nutrients that we eat. It says pass on the stuff that's not really food, and it says yes to those nutrients. Yes, get inside me. Be a part of my blood. Be a part of my body. There's tons and tons and tons of little villi, little finger-like things that all want to absorb all the different things. And we constantly need to be sending good energy to that small intestine, because sometimes those little villi, those little villages that process our nutrients, sometimes they're covered in gunk, covered in moldy, festering bacteria, fungi that stop us from being able to receive that good energy no matter how much good food we eat. So send that small intestine good energy, because it might have gotten damaged in certain areas, so that no matter how much you eat of a nutrient, because that village responsible for absorbing that nutrient is taken over by an outside force, no matter how much you eat of that nutrient, it might not be absorbable. So we always want to send that energy to the small intestine. Feel it, all of its villages being free and unoccupied by outside energies and vibrations, vibrating with your original beautiful vibration. Breathing. All right. Let's go on to breathing. Breathing clearly. Another reason why I make this concoction, which I'm going to do a video on soon. Well, this is water, but this is the time of year I make the cranberry, pineapple, orange concoction called Cranberry Crush. And it's always hard to get the last bit of it off my jars. So I was like, oh, this will just be water infused with those little last things. So I just filled this jar with water and let it sit for a day. And now I get to enjoy all those little last particles of the pineapple, cranberry, orange, which are so good on so many levels. We're going to link our thumbs together. Actually, we're going to do the tiger first. Open up your legs. The pineapple's anti-inflammatory. The orange actually has CBD in it, the orange rinds that I use naturally. Okay, so we are going to lift this up and then come down and open your eyes, your ears, your nostrils, your mouth, everything, and then let out your grief, however it sounds if you want, or just hiss. One more time. You can feel that energy release. So good for you. Link your thumbs together, open your legs, and bend over if you don't have any blood pressure issues. If you have blood pressure issues, you can just stretch your arms behind you. Otherwise, bend over and breathe into your cells and release through every cell of your body. A few more times. And come up. Tongue to the roof of your mouth. Open up your arms, lift one leg out, and bring it in with a release of grief. You can also go on your tippy toes here. Be a warrior. Release! Release your grief! Your grief! Release your grief! And then we're going to do it one more time. Link the thumbs and bend over. Okay. Some of you might not be comfortable feeling your feelings. You might think it's like, you might giggle at my grunts or feel that uncomfortable embarrassment feeling. Totally normal. It can be shocking to experience emotions when you're not used to it. So we're going to do a little shaking, which is good for shock. Bring your yin hand under your belly button. It's right for women, left for men. The other on top, and we're just going to do some of that beginning of chaos shaking from the Qi Gong. So I hope you see that no matter what you learn in class, you can do things out of order. You can pick and choose like a tools in a toolbox on what to do for your energy. You don't have to do exactly the form. I really like the theory, I don't know if it's true, of how Qi Gong forms developed, which was that through the cave, healings that they would put the masters in for weeks at a time in a cave so they didn't experience light, and it would bring out their super sensory abilities to see energy. And so when they came out of the cave, they started dancing around with their energy and playing with the light. Onlookers would mimic them and create forms out of what they saw the masters doing. So if you're able to see your own energy and feel your own energy, you don't have to do the forms. They're just a guide on what that energy might look like to you. It's so important to respect our individuality, and our own vibrations and our own speeds on how we learn things and feel things and take things in. There's absolutely not a cookie cutter approach that's good for everyone. We all have our own paths. If I'm yin, I might need a little more yang. If you're yang, you might need a little more yin. We're all balancing each other out. That's the mystery, that's the puzzle. We're going to bring the bottom hand out and the top. The bottom one's face up, the top face is down, and we're just feeling that separation of yin and yang while we're shaking, and feeling the circle of energy going around us through the center of our palms. Shake, shake, shake. Notice how your shoulders feel. This shaking can really help to just bring the energy throughout the whole body, like a little massage, like a massage chair shaking you. Feel that vibration, like open up your cells, every cell to the vibration energy. You can feel that. You can feel almost your pores opening when you really focus. Notice, just observe that pain that you might feel without judging it, without being like, ugh, I wish that pain wouldn't be there. Just ease into it and say, hey, pain, you want to feel some of this vibration? Get it in that area. You got it. You can have that vibration too. You can be part of this little chair massage. You don't have to be left out of this energy flow, which is a lot of what our pains and our energy and our injuries are, is they're not as connected to your energy flow because there's this brokenness. So you want to get that energy to flow there. There was a study years ago, I don't know if you all remember, on plants and their energy. And when they would drop a leaf, their energy of that leaf would still be there for a long time. It didn't go away. So your energy in your little broken or bruised or injured parts of your bodies, the energy is still there for the imaginal cells are still there for them to be fully reintegrated and healed. So it's good to remind yourself that that connection is there. That's how you heal, and to maximize your awareness of it so that you can heal quicker, because the energy is there for you. Just gotta tap into it. That door was closed, but you can open it. It might have been closed to keep the negative energy out, but unfortunately it kept the good energy out too. So you gotta unlock it. You've got the key though. You've got the key of you. You can make the invisible visible again. I mean, the shaking feels so good when you really, really tap into it, and your body just starts to vibrate really, truly with your frequency. And it almost feels like you're on a trampoline. It almost feels like it's just happening automatically. You get lost in it. I mean, our body has all these natural reactions. I mean, we literally shake when we're cold to heat ourselves up. It's amazing. And it's even more amazing when you recognize it's amazing. Okay, we're really going to focus on this middle area. In a previous Qigong video, I literally called it in the middle Qigong. And we not only approached the middle physically, but also emotionally. Like, what does it mean to be in the middle? So I recommend checking out that video. So we're going to do these movements for our middle area today. And we're going to start by aligning our elbows with the height of our hearts and relaxing the shoulders. And you're just going to bend the knees and gently just twist back and forth, just to feel that complete energy right there. Relax your fingers. Okay, so now we're gonna face front and we're gonna do one arm at a time. We're gonna come up gently and down like we're waving. And let your body rock back and forth if it wants. You can do this sitting, like I said. And just kind of feel like your arms are floating up and down. Really access that chi flow. Notice if there's any part of your body that's tight or stiff, including your eyeballs. Let your breath flow. Hi. So powerful to slow down and reset that vibration. Thank you for the thumbs up. I see you. I appreciate you. Qigong is a great way to wake up in the morning. You might be doing things all morning, before this 1:30 class, and then afterwards, there's a different kind of awakeness, isn't there? It's like you really feel awake with not just your body, but emotionally and mentally. Now we're going to go down. Let's do like that. I agree, Jeffrey. It's kind of like filling your cup with coffee. It's like when you do qigong when you first wake up. It's like you're charging your phone, because sometimes when we sleep we don't get charged up. So when you fill yourself up with qi when you first wake up, it's like you have all this energy to really function and not bump into things and Just really be awake. My last name is Vuvuzela, like on Facebook. This is actually strengthening your arms too. I know we're just doing like energy, slow work, and it doesn't feel like we're lifting weights. But if you notice, there's an isometric stretch going on, which builds muscles. Aw. Bring your mind, relax the mind, tame the mind, connect with the body. Okay. Now we are going to open up and close. Twist to the right, open up. Feel those ribs expanding and release. Forward, open up, and release. On the left. Notice as you do Qi Gong, your posture just naturally gets better because you're relaxing into that better posture. Good job, everyone. You've been sticking around for almost the full class already. Still here. I am teaching belly dance for anyone who is interested on Friday via Zoom. So if you're interested, then you can email me and get the link. Welcome to class. Those of you just tapping in, it's all good. Just notice your breath, notice your heartbeats. Thank you for being here. And just nice and slowly. We are now going to go like this. All the way down and all the way back. Keep your knees slightly bent. Rib healing. Middle healing. Feel the fresh air coming in. Lung healing. Any aha moments today? Have you had any breakthroughs today? Let me know in the comments. Anything challenging to you? Any questions you might have? I will definitely address them as I'm able. Okay, now we're going to turn and go straight out. Slowly back. Slowly back. And left and up. And slowly back. And lots of arm stuff today. You might be sore tomorrow, just a warning. Okay, so now we are going to turn to the right and bend the knee and then come forward as we bring this out. Then the left knee down and then the right knee forward. Make sure you can see this. Okay. Okay, now the other way. Bending the right knee back. This is a super powerful class for me today. Holy moly. I'm feeling a lot in my heart space. There's a lot of middle work. We usually don't do this much middle work. Enjoy it. Hurts your arms, you could just do the legs like this. Middle break. All right. I feel like we should do one more thing before we go into the feet. I feel like doing the Qi Gong stomping would be really good right now. It's good anger and grief release. So it's good for the liver and the lungs and the large intestine and the gallbladder. So all we do is lift up the knee as high as we want and stomp. And just let it kind of fall to the ground. can make noises with it if you want. I was told by a friend in China that people walk like this all the time. I think they just stomp. Might be walking home with their groceries and doing this Qigong exercise. I wish it was more normalized here to just do Qigong like that at the supermarket. I do it sometimes. Okay, good. And now what you can do is just lift the heels up. I don't know if you can see. And then just drop them. Nine more of these. And then just the toes. Okay, just a couple of those. All right, so ending class with the feet as usual. We are going to rotate each toe a few times in each direction. Actually, before we do that, let's do a stretch for the hip. I know there's some hip stuff going on out there. So just cross your right ankle over your left knee and just gently come forward. And the other side. It's also good for the lower back. A lot of lower back pain is caused from hip issues. Okay. So just grab a foot, any foot, rotate each toe a few times in each direction and pull the toe away from the body. And add a little magic gel if you've got it. There's a link to this in the description. I highly, highly recommend it for anyone who's experiencing chronic pain or any pain, or just to have in your medicine cabinet. One container lasts months and months and months and months, because you only need a very, very tiny little dollop. Okay, and rotate. And feel free to ask, message me and ask me questions about it. Thank you for the money, Jabri. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. And tap. And then rub in between the toes. It's easy to think you don't have time for this. Trust me, I am definitely a busy person and definitely feel like I don't have time to do Qigong sometimes, especially when I'm not teaching. It's all an illusion, people. When you do it, you create more time for yourself. You create more energy for yourself. Break through the illusion. Practice Qigong every day if it works for you. Okay, tap up and down. Oh, you're giving me a piano too. Thank you. I always wanted a grand piano tuned to 432 hertz. All right, under the knee, a few fingers below that is a pressure point. You can find it by just kind of pressing until you feel there's a blockage, and just hold that for 20 seconds. In my personal practice, I've been adding a lot of massage on my lower leg because, it's the season for dryness because, we use our heaters more. And I noticed when I was putting shea butter on the other day, like, wow, there's a lot of tension in this lower part of my leg that I wasn't aware of. And so it's really good actually for the lymph to you know, take the time and actually just do little tiny finger strokes on your leg, and you'll feel like where there's a blockage, like, whoa, that is so tight and triggered. And that will add a lot to your health if you do this, because all the meridians of all the organs are running through the legs. So anytime you have any tension in the body, then the meridian can be blocked and the organs cannot be functioning to their optimum ability. Hey, Angie, what's up? Okay, so now we're going to go to the pressure point or the trigger point above the knee. Uh, you know, just come up there and find once again that spot and hold that for 20 seconds. And again, notice if there's any blockages here. I really had no idea I had so much stuck energy in my calf. It's so fun to find those little treasure boxes of stuck energy, because then you can be like, oh, that was the missing link. That's why, I don't know, I have a rash on my chin. I mean, it's all connected somehow, you know. Anyway, tap, 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 and then we're going to glide the energy down, glide it down, keep it moving. Okay. All right. Keep it grounded. Okay, so now we're going to go to the other foot. Rotate each toe a few times in each direction and then pull the toe away from the foot. Okay. Hair in my mouth. We're probably going to go a little past 3 today, which is okay because I started a little past 1:30. So let's get our feet completely massaged. How about that? You ready for a foot massage, Pirate Pete? Rotate the ankle a few times in each direction. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. And tappity, 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 tap. And let's find a trigger point on the bottom of the foot. Did we skip the trigger point on the bottom of the foot on the other one? We might have to go back there. Hold a point that feels like it's a trigger point and hold that for 20 seconds. Okay. And now we are going to find the point on the inside of the leg, under the knee, about 2 or 3 or 4 fingers down. We'll feel it as we glide the finger down. We'll be like, hey, that is definitely something there. 20 seconds. I will definitely do that, Jabri, after this one. And again, just gently glide your fingertips. Just notice if there's any energy stuck in that calf area. And gently move that lymph. Open it up. Maybe add a little magic gel. I need to write a jingle for the gel. I think I did start to the other day. Scribbled it down somewhere. I didn't know you had a dog, Jabri. As you clear lymph in anywhere of your body, you just might notice you spontaneously, like the sinuses open up. It's so cool. All right, so now on the outside of the leg, you are going to find a point above the knee and then hold that for 20 seconds. What kind of dogs do y'all have? Your dog has a YouTube channel. Oh my goodness. So he's working for you. Putting him to work. Send me a picture of you and your dogs. I want to see your cute doggies. All right, so now here, we're going to glide that energy a little bit. I still have my bathing suit on, getting ready to go out there and sunbathe again. Hey, Rocco. Thanks for being here, y'all. Give yourself some Qi Gong love. Break through the negativity. Get all those good vibrations into you. Your dog's name is Matt? That's so cute. Okay, good job, everyone. Okay. And brush. 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 Okay, we're going to go back to the other foot because we didn't do the trigger point on the other foot, and you're just going to find a point. Ooh, found it. Hold that for 20 seconds. Oh, you just said hi from your Rocco account. That your dog is taking Qigong too. That's so funny. That's talent right there. Teaching your dog how to log into his own account and take a Qigong class. Dang. I'm so excited about this leg love. Maybe we need to just dedicate a whole leg massage to one of our Qigong classes. I think it's so powerful. All of the lymph that's in the legs, all of the meridian lines that are in the legs. I mean, think about all the motions we do with our arms that we don't do with our legs. Like our legs need that movement. You know what I mean? So maybe Monday we'll do leg love gong. Let's give that left leg a little more love. Oh, I'm getting so excited for class on Monday for that leg love class. There are so many different massage moves I can teach you, both energetically and physically. That's going to be amazing. You have the cutest dogs, Willow. It's a dog gong. We'll have to do dog gong. We did cat gong. I need to hang out with dogs and see what Qigong they have to offer. I think cats are naturally more Qigong-ish because they do these slow movements. All right, beautiful people. I have to upload my children's channel video, which is set to be live at 5:15. I'm probably going to be late on that too, but that's okay. We all know flexibility is good. If you're not subscribed to my children's channel and you want to throw me some energy, that would be an amazing way to do it. The link is in the comments, in the description, I mean. And you can find that link if you go to my main YouTube channel page and you'll see Starseed Family. You can just click on it and the link. I'm so excited. I have over 100 subscribers already, which is amazing. Very helpful. It's called Starseed Family. All right, it's the end of class. Now is the time we express our gratitude and harmonize our energy to feel all the compassion within. This was one of the hardest parts of Qigong when I first started. I was a little angry girl when I started Qigong, and it was hard for me to feel grateful. Gratitude heals our anger. I mean, justifiably so. It was just, I was just finished with that relationship I was telling you about where my friend was like 2 or 3 or days late to our meetings. So anyway, we are going to fill our hearts with gratitude. And these bows are optional. I know some people, it's against their religious beliefs to bow, and that's okay. We're going to thank all of the lineage holders, all the ancestors. We are going to thank all of the teachers. And we're going to fill our hearts with gratitude and compassion and spread this out to the whole entire world. What a beautiful world it is. What a wonderful world it is. Mwah. I love you all so much. Thank you. Olive Fife, thank you for joining me today. I can't wait to see you Monday. you want to join my belly dance class, email me, aviva@yahoo.com. Fridays at 11:30. Give yourselves a big hug. Mm. Energy coming at you. Always thinking positive towards you, okay? Oh, it's nice to see you all are giving each other doggy advice. Love you all. I will see you Monday.